Hi everybody, this is the Investing Teacher, high school science teacher, teaching others how to invest. In this update video, I'm going to go over the 2% a month challenge results for January 2021. I'll also look at my passive income from dividends and other sources as well that I do every month. I'll also look at a few possible option plays for the first week of February and some listener questions. Please like, subscribe, smash all that good stuff. Helps the channel out. We've been growing really strongly, almost at 2,000 subs. And let's get right to it. All right, first, let's go over passive income for the month. I've been doing my passive income since the beginning of 2019, so 2-year anniversary of that. The total passive income I made was $1,036.77. That was a little bit higher than December, which was $967, and was the highest I've ever had for 1 month. So definitely appreciate all these gains that are happening. Let's look at the dividends that I made. Main Street Capital, I made $20.52. I did cut my position a little bit as well, so I'm down to 100 shares, and I did sell a covered call on it. KBWY, which is a small cap REIT fund, that's paying me $15.65. Again, I lowered the position on that as well, so I could start my 10K challenge in the 2% a month. Realty income, I kept pretty much the same, and we earned $24.97, so I'll be getting that month after month, $25, if you don't mind it. My total option profit was $878, and that does include all of the net gains that I made. I do still have some current positions open for February, but this is how much money I actually collected for the month of January. I did get some quarterly paying dividends. AT&T paid $52.31. Flick, which is a small bank in Long Island, paid $8.34. And Store Capital, another real estate investment trust, paid $36.98. So all in all, a very good month in terms of passive income. Now let's look at the 2% a month goal that I had for January. These are all the positions that I've made in January. Pretty busy, obviously. My end of January with $10,000 that I started with has a total profit of $928. So that's a 9.28% return when my goal is a 2% return. Definitely can't complain about that. The way I figured out the profit and loss was any type of positions that I did a cash secured put on that I actually bought to close or expired. I essentially take the premium amount right here. So for instance, TLY was 19. I bought the close at 6. Subtract those two numbers and you get 13. So I did the profit and loss for every buy to close or expire. As you look down the profit loss column over here, there was one negative of 154 from PLTR in the beginning of the month that I rolled down and out. And then I did make a $283 profit on that second position. But other than that, minus 154, I had one at minus 8. And the only reason why I did that was to open up funds for a different account. Every other transaction I made had a positive profit. So very good results for the month of January. My total amount that I have invested right now is $11,450. Again, this started with a $10,000 account. So if all of my current options expire worthless, I would have $11,450 or a 14.5% return. I do have $330 in cash that I didn't do any positions on, and that was part of the $10,000. If you add those two up, it's $11,780. I have no options that expire after February 19th. So at that point, by February 19th, again, if I'm lucky and all my options expire worthless, we're at a 17.8% return in less than 2 months. So some of my general strategies that I've been using was start with a pretty high return on my cash secured put. If I could buy to close around 75% in half the trading time, I'm going to buy to close it and then look at a new position. I've been taking a little bit more risk in some of these trades, trying to get more than the 2% a month. But I feel that based on the standard deviations, the deltas, and the current stock price, I have a lot of room for error. And I was making relatively quick trades, so I was able to get a pretty decent return, actually a very good return in a short amount of time. I might get a little bit more conservative in the future. If my goal is 2% a month and I'm at 9%, I could easily go for 1 to 2% on a little bit safer plays and still average at 2% every month. Okay, here are some possible positions for cash secured puts for the beginning of February. Found a weekly one for TLRY. Current stock price on the end of close Friday on the 29th was $18.50. You could write a 1 week February 5th expiration at $12.50. So very good downside protection, almost $6, and you would receive 18 times 100, which would be $18 total gain. So $18 out of the $12.50 is over a 1% return in a week. If you could do this for weeks in the year, you're going to be almost 5% return in the month. If you look at the stock graph for your individual holdings, agree to the terms, of course. 1.46, here's 18.25. You'll be making $18 all the way from 18.25 down to 12.50. I'll actually have to move the chart even lower. So let's make the chart into $10. Go all the way down to say $10, then you are losing some money. But again, pretty good return, 1% return for, again, only $1,250 that you need to leave in your brokerage for 1 week. Okay. If you do this with a small account, you do this with $1,250. If you have a lot more money, you could do multiple options on this. Here's the option chain for TLRY. Again, it's a 1.2% return for the week. Annualized return is 62.57. And right now, I'm not too confident in the deltas, but it does say it's a 0.02 delta, meaning that there's only a 2% chance that it's going to get lower than 1250. Obviously, the delta does change throughout. I think reasonably it could be a 0.1 delta or so, so at least a 90% chance of earning this 1% every week. Just rinse, repeat, do options like this all the time, and you could easily earn 4 to 5% a month. Here's another one I was looking into for BBBY, that's Bed Bath & Beyond. This one, there is quite a bit of short interest, so a lot of the hedge funds are trying to short the stock thinking that it's overpriced. The 35.05 is the current stock price. You could sell a $30 put, so $5 of downside protection, and you would receive $281 off $3,000 that you leave in your brokerage for 1 week. Again, that's almost a 1% return in 1 week. Looking at the chart here, 35.33, anything above, obviously, you would keep the full amount. All the way down to 30, we are still getting our complete premium. What I'm also noticing with some of these stocks and in a lot of my positions, if the stock price goes up pretty quickly in the first day or two, you could easily buy to close it, maybe 50% of what you paid for it, and then you could lock in your gains. So in this case, you might be able to lock in $100, $150 in the first few days, and then you get out of the position completely. You would open up your $3,000 into a different position and then rinse, repeat. That was one of the strategies that I've been doing quite a bit last week. So in blue were all of my options. I'm not going to spend 20 minutes going over all of these, but the ones in purple, like AMC, it was sold on Monday. The date of expiration was yesterday. I made a $103 premium when I first started the position on Monday, and AMC shot up like rockets in Wall Street bets, and I was able to buy to close it at $24. So the total profit loss was $79 in this trade, and that actually happened in a day and a half. So I only had to put up $350 times 4 of them, so $1,400 total to earn the $79 in just 2 days. I didn't do the percent gain on that, but I would take that trade every day of the week and the 8th day of the week if there was one. So again, think about if, especially if the stock goes up immediately, to buy to close it, earn those profits. One of the main ways I'm trying to go is if I could get 75% of my return in half the trading time, I'm going to make that trade. In this particular case, if it was $103, I bought to close at 24. That's about a 75% gain, and I was able to do it on a day and a half. So to me, that's a really good trade to make, and that's why I bought to close. that opened up the $1,400 to make more Finally, trades. I want to go over a covered call position where you would actually buy 100 shares of the stock on Monday and then sell a covered call on it immediately after. So if you buy 100 shares of SNDL, Sundial, right now current price is 82 cents a share, so it's very affordable. It'll only be $820 to get 100 shares. And then you could sell a weekly February 5th covered call at $1 for a 23% gain. Again, this is on Sunday, so the numbers might change on Monday, but something to consider. Now, let's say you're assigned, and let's say the stock price goes over $1. You would still keep your $23 premium that you received, because that's money in your pocket, and it would go up $28 because it's 28 cents times 100 shares. You add that up, you would get $51 of a gain off of $82 total. Very good return, almost over 50% return in a week. If you weren't assigned, you still get to keep your $23. That money is money in your pocket, it goes to your brokerage. If you do 23 divided by 82, you would receive 28% in 1 week on your money. Now, obviously, the stock could go down. If it goes down to 50 cents, you're not in the best shape because you'll have some realized losses there if you ended up selling the shares at that price. But if the stock stays pretty close to 82 cents, let's say it's at 75 cents or so in the end of the week, just sell another covered call at $1, keep it going, and then you'll eventually sell your shares. They'll open up your $820, and then rinse, repeat, sell a cash secured put, or pick different options that you might have. All right, so those are all of my positions, my thoughts on what I might make trades on Monday. Just want to remind everybody to check out the Facebook group for Option Wheel Strategy. Just search that on Facebook, and I'm a moderator there. Just answer those few questions. I'll approve you. This is a free channel. We're not paying for any of the advice or possible option trades that we do. So very open, very friendly. You can ask advice there if you're not sure. We've been growing that particular group quite a bit and growing this channel. So definitely appreciate all of the newer subscribers and current people that have been watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that great stuff helps out the channel. If there's any questions that you have at any time, feel free to leave a comment down below this video, and I'll definitely respond to it either through a comment or you might be featured in one of the next videos. Thanks for watching till the end. Make money, have fun, and enjoy life.